Oh,
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
good. How are you?
Good. Well, I got a bit of a cold, and it's a miserable, rainy, shitty day.
I know I haven't left other than took out Ted for his business, got a coffee, and just came home and did some videos. And then I had a nap for a while because he hates weather storms. So the winds were high last night. So I was up till 2 in the morning before I got to bed. So
Oh, I know. I have stuff flying all over my backyard.
it's crazy.
Oh, it's
So
terrible.
we're going to go through some condo numbers.
March condo sales.
Yeah, then I've got some good input on some condos too. So I'm kind of excited to see what you've got compiled.
Okay,
That's for
I'm going to share my screen with the numbers first,
okay.
which I think you're going to be shocked at, honestly.
Yeah, because I'm keeping an eye on it, but it just has one certain range in 3 or 4 buildings only, in a sense, and Nautica, of course. But
So there was 37 sales this year, 45 last year,
yep, yep.
17% decrease.
Okay.
168 actives right now.
How many last year? Do you know?
Well, I can't pull up actives. That's the problem from last year, and they don't give
Oh,
stats on condos alone. So
that's okay. Okay.
unfortunately,
Yep.
that part I can't see.
All right.
But 58 are under 500.
Yep.
83 of them are between 500 and 7.
Okay.
27 over 800.
Yeah, and those are the same 27 that have been sitting there forever.
Well, and look at here. This is what I wanted to do. Out of the sales, 18 between 4 and 500.
Okay.
9 between 5 and 600.
So 50% of them are selling under 500.
Yeah. 4 between 6 and 7. That should be a dollar sign there.
Yeah, it's okay.
3,
Wow.
only 3 in the 800s.
It's funny.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's light. And there's a lot of product. And before we go into some numbers, I've been talking about my client that I've been working with, and we've gone to 681 Young Street several times in the last couple of weeks. We've gone over to Spiceway and Culinary too to look at units, and then going, it doesn't make sense. Everyone's overpriced looking at what sold back in December. And then surprise, surprise, we see some activity on it. And Dan and Alex had one listed. Unit showed great. 489, they got 480. I was blown away on that sale. It was pretty, but I just didn't see the valuation kind of high. And then of course there was another one, the same kind of model, listed the same price on the market for 50 or 60 days. The tenant there was a bomb. We went in, Dan, and we walked out within 3 seconds. It was a bomb. Sure enough, they get an offer on it too. So I don't know. There's some funny things going on in the condos, and the pricing is wrong in a lot. And you see some stuff that sold, say, 477 a month ago, all of a sudden in Young Street, 681, one sold for 442, one sold for 430, one sold for 405, all within the month of March. So I don't know.
Well, and it's funny
Get
too, because
frustrated. I don't know.
between 5 and 700, there's 83.
Yeah.
Only 13 sales in that range.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's over 6 months of inventory in that range.
Yep. Yep.
See what
Yep.
I mean?
Yep.
And 3 in the 800s, and there's 27 in
yeah.
that range.
And you know what? Because I've been watching that market quite a bit, and even in the low ranges, the only thing that's really selling in the low ranges are the newer buildings. These older buildings like Blake Street and Bayshore and Collier Street with high condo fees, they're a dime a dozen. Some of these are $800-900 a month for a 1 bedroom.
Yeah.
They're
Well, I'll pull up the sales here.
yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
And this kind of gives us an idea.
Yeah.
But look at this one at 681. Was listed for 400, so for 442.
Yeah,
So they
click that one.
tried to get.
Want to click that one? I got some good conversation on that one. And there's things I'd like to say, but I think I might get in trouble, so I won't say it. But yeah, I mean, that's a 1 bedroom, 1 den, and the floor plan's nice in there for that model. Yeah.
Big, it says it's a pretty big balcony.
Yeah, it's not that big. I like the building. I do. I like the location. It's a nice, clean building. It's not too busy in there. They got a decent fitness center, games room, decent gym.
I hate that it sides onto Young Street.
I know, but I like it better than Spice Way.
Yeah, at least you can walk to things here. Spice Way, you're in the middle of nowhere.
That's it. Like it's got a, and the balcony is facing Young, but the unit's so good, and that den is a second bedroom. But that agent double ended the deal, and we were trying to put an offer in on it, and yeah.
Was this actually staged or was this stuff in there?
It was in there.
Okay.
It was-
Because this looks staged. It looked vacant.
yeah, it was vacant. It was staged. Yeah, yeah. The bedroom's good size, and
Yeah.
look at the condo fees. They're cheap.
Okay.
See a lot of these in these low price ranges, 450. I question that it does. A lot of people always make the mistake and they put heat and central air and what like that might not be included. So I'd be careful with that. But the condo fees are manageable.
Yeah, I see a lot of these are like you and I were going through some listings last week,
It's all
and there was a lot that were wrong, and even some of them said underground parking and it wasn't.
yeah, I know. I know. It's crazy.
Like that's a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, and there's
So, well, as you can see though, out of the first 25, we're all
under 6 from 4 to
under,
6.
well, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
we're just over 5 in the first 25.
Yeah.
And there's only 37 freaking sales.
Yeah. And even Lakeside Terrace, new building too, their condo fees are pretty cheap. Even though
Well,
that's a
this one sold over too.
29 days in the market. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you right now that the it's all over the map. It's hard to gauge. And the sellers see something that sells.
Oh, look at these pictures. Horrific.
Like, this is, I went through this on another video too. Like, stop taking them to your phone, start spending some money and getting a real photographer in there. They're god awful.
Well, they're not even the same size.
It's just he took them or she took them with the iPhone or whatever. It's terrible. Look at the lighting in there.
Yeah, I know.
But they got full list for it. You probably
Well, they
wouldn't.
got it over, well, a little bit over.
Yeah, $1,000.
Yeah.
59 days in the market.
We're looking, so this is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 585 on the market, 110 days. And I like this building better, way
Oh,
better.
me too. Me too. Yeah. I like that location. And we showed one in there today.
Big units.
I love the layouts of these. I think this is 2 bedroom is it maybe 2 bedroom and a
It's
den?
saying 3-bedroom.
Yeah, I love the layouts. I really do. That layout that Pratt has in the gallery in Ferndale, it's the best.
The only thing I don't like this one, actually, the visitor parking is decent.
Yes, it is. And there's not 20 buildings.
Yeah. Spice Way in that area over there, holy crap. And even on ESSA,
Yeah.
you
so-
can't park.
Can't park.
I told you I park in the what's it called? Disabled parking.
Hmm.
It's horrible. I shouldn't be doing it, but there's nowhere to park. You can't park anywhere.
No,
Now,
no,
this building though has no amenities, right?
none.
None.
I think they have a fitness center in one of the other areas, but there's no pools. There's no, I don't even think there's a rooftop, but the fees are a little bit like the fees are what, 6 and change there? But that's a big 560. That's a big unit though.
Oh, this is big, yeah.
It's big. Like it's
It's
14.
over 1,400 square feet. It's between 14 and 16.
Yeah. And you look at the pricing on that for 580, and I sold one of the gallery last year for 675, same unit.
And it does have one parking spot underground,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Apple Tree Lane. Now, this is a condo kind though. So these condo type townhouses,
Yeah.
what are the fees here?
233.
233.
What does it include?
Well, it would just be garbage and snow removal. I'm reading. And they're and taking care of the common areas like the grass and stuff.
Right.
But that's a cheap fee.
Yeah, yeah. Nice building, like it's a nice structure. You see
I
more.
wonder if these are wood or concrete.
Hmm, I'm thinking wood for sure. I like that, like they're big. They got some size to them. Like I like the units. I like the floor plan. Like they got big furniture in there. Lots of counter space.
Is this off Young?
I think so.
It's in the south end off Young by the GO station, isn't it?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Nice unit.
I was gonna say nice finishes and stuff,
I know. I know.
but it's 3 levels, right?
3 levels.
Oh, and you got your own garage. I like that.
Hmm. No, no, nothing wrong with that.
So it was listed for 19 days, listed for 649, 659, so for 640.
That's not bad. 3 bedroom. Don't love the condo fee, but I don't mind the price for a brand new build. And that's
1,354 square feet.
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
It's not terrible.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not at all.
No, I don't think that's bad.
No, either do I.
Oh, Mark, do you want to talk about 90 Dean?
Yeah, you can pull that one up.
One sold.
Yeah, let's see.
So explain 90 Dean and how this works.
Oh God. Go down, hit the history first because never been sold. Okay. So it's a 2 bedroom, but I'll talk. That's a leasehold. So it's an age requirement. So you're gonna be 16 above or 65 and above, I think. They're leasehold. So
Yeah, over here it says leasehold
um,
condo apartment. So if you ever see anything like that, you don't own the unit. You're leasing it and it's a life lease. Is this correct?
yeah, then you get to sell it and some of the money goes back. I think it's 10% goes back or 40K goes back to the IOF. They take a long time to sell. So Cindy obviously had a buyer lined up right when she listed it. Because if we go back to history in some of these, that's why I want you to do it. We're 300 days. We're 200 days is common.
Well, and this one is a big unit. It's between 14 and 1599 square feet.
Big. It's big.
1,521. So that, but I mean, there's an age requirement. It's a
Yep.
leasehold. It's like there's a lot of things against it.
Yeah, they take a long time to sell. I wouldn't recommend them because they just take forever, ever to sell.
Do you think there's any mortgage problems with those?
I think you're gonna put some hefty down payments on them. Yeah, I do.
Oh gosh, look at these pictures.
Oh, terrible.
Good Lord.
Like that's a dated unit. It's big, but
It's big, but
yeah, it's a big unit.
it is. Older appliances.
Yep. Yeah, they're really dated in there. Like they're hard sells. I don't love them at all. They take a while to turn.
Well, and the other issue, like,
It's
sorry.
$1,000.
Well, and I don't even think that they're almost like, to me, they're not a normal condo, like with the age restrictions and stuff.
No, not at all. Not at all. Let's go to
So the
some.
high ones, well, the only 3 high ones were all at Lake House on 185 Dunlop. That's the only ones that sold.
Yeah,
And one was listed 825, so for 810. One was 829, so for 812.
yeah.
And one was 859, so for 845.
They were all water facing, right? We don't get smaller
50,
balconies, right? I mean,
54 days,
yeah,
58 days.
took a while. You should have never listed those until I think Believe in April. We got more money.
I wanted to see if this one, no. So it was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's only 15.
Hey, no sales in Nautica,
None.
right? Nothing there,
No.
So I don't know, the condo market seems pretty fragile and the buildings I'm looking on, the pricing's all over the place and some inventory has been sitting for double digits and we just go, what? And we can't justify the price when based on what we see currently kind of selling.
Well, but it's a weird kind of thing, because all of a sudden something comes up, like Dan and Alex's,
Yeah.
which it was cute, like, it was cute,
Was.
but then somebody pays, like, a really high price out of nowhere.
Right. That's right. So then the next person comes out, I want to sell now, and they price it like that, and it sits for 60, 70 days. I'm seeing it all the time. Mainly at 681 Young Street, where some have sold for 477, 475, 405, 442, and 430 this month. Same units. So I don't know. It's different.
Well,
It's
it's a newer building, and they're all the flipping same in there.
all the same. So I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But anyway, let's see if but again, I really believe those older buildings with these high condo fees are going to continue to sit. We're seeing it.
Yeah. Well, another thing viewers should know about is when you're buying a condo, if you are getting a mortgage, they add that condo fee to your mortgage amount, and you have to qualify for that extra money.
Sure do.
So if it's $500 a month, and your mortgage payment would be 15, you still have to qualify at the $2,000 a month
Yeah.
in your range. So sometimes it can almost be a whole $100,000 different. You could buy a flipping house.
Yep. Yep.
Like, if you're gonna buy a condo at 6, you could buy a house at 7.
Yeah, I know. And still qualify.
Yeah, and
I know.
qualify because of that fee, right? That fee has to go into
Yeah.
the qualifying amount.
Yeah. But on those, like on Young Street, 681 and Spice Way, it's a young demographic over there.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So seeing these new buildings, you see people again, have probably bought them a few years ago, when they first been on
Well, there's a
sale.
lot of rentals.
A lot of rentals in there. There's
I
everyone.
know, because I had people that were renting in there. Remember I told you?
Yeah. So anyway, I think we covered off those numbers, and condo market seems kind of fragile right now. In the higher end, as you said, Lake House is the only building that sold over 8. Not much inventory selling in other ranges. Yeah, the lower stuff is, but there's still some inventory sitting in that range. And the product sitting in that range has got high condo fees.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. Prices are sharp, but when you factor in that condo fee, you're done.
And yeah, it's definitely, even though you're in the thick of it right now and trying to get one, and you tell me, well, there's nothing out there. Well, there are lots out there.
I
But the
know.
problem is, yeah, there are high condo fees,
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
there's issues with them.
That's right. I know. And we've been looking for 3 or 4 weeks now, and I don't know, we're looking at one tomorrow, but we'll have to see.
Like, it's
Okay.
a weird thing, right? Because
So,
when you look at how much inventory here, you shouldn't have a problem buying one,
no, 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 no,
but
no.
you are.
But I am in certain buildings because, and, and I called Nate the other day, the one that's nicely staged. I said, help me out. Like, you're at 488, one sold, same fronting onto Young, 405. Yeah, it was tenanted, and yeah, I need a bit of a cleanup. Just, paint and good, clean lady in there. It's back to normal. And the 442 and 430, like, what's your seller expecting? Oh, he's willing to wait for 470s, 475. It's not us. So based on some sales. So
It's a brand new building. How much could it be? Like, how much could the unit, whether it was tenanted or not, how much could it be?
I don't know, but I'd be scared taking that approach right now because we're in April, and you know what happens in May. More inventory comes out, and if something comes out and it's priced the way it should be for the market, you want to sell, you're going to have to come down, or you just sit and wait and collect dust. But you know,
I
when
don't
they're,
get it. They bought those from builders years ago. He's going to
I
make
know,
money regardless.
I know, I know, but I've had some discussions with another agent today too. Same thing. If he doesn't get his money, he's going to let it sit. Okay, but he's already been in the market for 188 days. You tell me, how long is he going to sit more? It's a long time.
You know what I find though right now? Actually, you guys, if you like our stuff, hit the like, subscribe, or drop us a comment. Um, what I'm finding right now with a lot, even some of my people, they think that the market's going to pick up,
Yep.
and they don't want, they're willing to wait. I've had a couple of my people, well, even the one I just sold, she says, well, I'm wondering if I should have even sold it right now because, in a month or two, I'll probably get more. Like
Hey,
people think there's gonna be an uptick,
right.
so they don't want to give it away. They'll wait it out.
Uptick, but I think we've seen the uptick now, right before all the inventory comes up, right?
Well,
Are we
if we
getting
get
out of
if we get
market?
a big, huge amount,
That's the thing.
then we're in trouble, or they're in trouble.
That's the thing. And that can happen, right? We start to see some product coming up in May and it doesn't, get taken off the market quickly. Whoa, we got more product. Those prices will come down.
Well, and if we remember yesterday when we looked, um, the inventory levels are high compared to last year.
They
There
are.
was there was 510 active, and the year before, like 363.
Yeah, I know.
So our
And
inventory levels are not low.
no, I'm still a believer that's just the wrong inventory for the market that we're in right now. And that's why it's sitting. Most we know we've talked it to death. So
Well, people are being picky. They're not just buying anything.
they're not. They got, especially in higher ranges, they got all the choice in the world to buy. Okay, I think that's a wrap.
Yep, that's good.
Okay, enjoy your day. See
You
you.
too. Bye-bye.